Welcome student. Myself Dr. Suraksha Dongrikar, Assistant Professor, St. Xavier College, Mapsa, Goa. Program SYBSc, Subject Botany, Semester 4, Course Code BOS 102, Course Title Herbal Technology. Title of the unit Herbal Medicines. Module name Collection and Processing of Crude Drugs Part 1. Outline Crude Drugs, Collection and Processing of Crude Drugs. Learning Outcomes Defines crude drugs, explains the collection and processing of crude drugs. Introduction. Definition. Crude drugs are naturally occurring substances which are unrefined, derived from any part or parts of the plant, and they contain one or more active ingredients. Crude drugs contain 15 to 30% lipids in the form of triglycerides, 30% of proteins and sugars, and flavonoids including quercetin. They consist of antimicrobial properties, especially essential oils extracted from some of these drugs like phenols, terpenes, etc. The crude drugs are recognized on the basis of the presence of the chemical content in them and their purity. They are used as medicine for human beings and animals, internally and externally for curing diseases. Example, drug extracted from senna leaves and cinchona bark. Classification. On the basis of structural organization, crude drugs are classified into two types: organized drugs and unorganized drugs. In the case of organized drugs, we have leaves, fruits, seeds, flowers, roots, bulbs. And in unorganized drugs, that is non-cellular, wherein the extractions are considered like juices, alkaloids, glycosides, tannins, volatile oils, etc. Now, steps involved in the crude drug collection and processing in part 1 as follows. First, collection. Second, harvesting. Third, garbling. Collection. Crude drugs may be collected from cultivated plants wherein there is a surety of natural resource and reliable product, and they are also extracted or collected from the wild plants. The best time of collection is during that period when the plant part constituting the drug is highest in its content of active phase. Rules of collecting crude drugs. Roots and rhizomes. They should be collected in fall when vegetative processes have ceased. Bark. They should be collected in spring before vegetative processes begin. Flowers should be collected prior to or just about the time of pollination. Leaves and flowering tops should be collected when photosynthesis is in most active phase, that is, at the time of flowering and before maturing of fruits and seeds. Then, fruits. They should be collected when fully grown, that is, when fully ripen in the case of anise and fennel, or unripe in the case of black pepper. Seeds. They should be collected when fully matured, if possible, before fruits have opened. Second is harvesting. Harvesting is the process of removal of entire plants or economic parts after maturity. Medicinal plants should be harvested during the optimal season to ensure the production of medicinal plant materials and finished herbal products of the best possible quality. Care should be taken to ensure that no foreign matter, weeds, or toxic plants are mixed with the harvested medicinal plant material. Medicinal plants should be harvested under the best possible conditions, avoiding dew, rain, or exceptionally high humidity. If harvesting occurs in wet conditions, the harvested material should be transported immediately to an indoor drying facility so as to prevent any possible deleterious effects due to increased moisture levels which promote microbial fermentation. Cutting devices, harvesters, and other machines should be kept clean and adjusted to reduce damage and contamination from soil and other materials. If the underground parts such as roots, rhizomes are used, any adhering soil should be removed from the medicinal plant materials as soon as they are harvested. The harvested raw material, medicine plants material should be transported promptly in clean, dry conditions. They may be placed in clean baskets, dry sacks, trailers, hoppers, or other well aerated containers and carried to a central point for transport to the processing facility. All containers used at the harvest should be kept clean and free from contamination by previously harvested medicinal plants and other foreign matter. When containers are not in use, they should be kept in dry conditions in an area that is protected from insects, rodents, birds, and other pests and domestic animals. Decomposed medicinal plant material should be identified and discarded during harvest. Post-harvest inspection and processing in order to avoid microbial contamination and loss of product quality. Third point is garbling. It is a process of removing extraneous matter such as parts of plant other than required ones, dirt, and added adulterants from the drug. It is usually done at the time of collection but should be done after drug is dried and before it is baled or packaged. In some cases, particles of iron must be removed from the drug before it is ground by use of magnets. Dirt and sand can be removed by sifting or by means of air currents. In leaf drugs, an excess of stem shall be removed. If garbling is not done, then it may depreciate the market value of the drug and drug cannot meet legal requirements. Students, these are some of the references. Thank you.